Hello, online students. I'm Caleb McKinney, and I'm Assistant Dean for Graduate and Postdoctoral Training and Development for Biomedical Graduate Education. And I'd like to welcome you to Georgetown University. So I'll tell you a bit about some of the resources and programs that we have in the Career Office to help you along your journey as you complete your programs and then figure out what you want to do for your next steps. So I'll go ahead and get my screen going here, and then we will get started. All right, so there's three of us in the office. Carla Ochoa is our project manager, so you'll often probably see her orchestrating events if you're on campus or sharing resources in our newsletter that I'll talk about. And then Deborah Cohen is our career development specialist, and you'll be working with her if you sign up for one-on-one advising meetings because she's our dedicated advisor for master's students. And I'll talk a little more about that. So an overview of our office, this is a snapshot of our partnership with you to strengthen your professional skills. We call it a partnership because we provide a lot of the resources and trainings and events, but it's really up to you to take it to the next step of applying for jobs, finding jobs, and getting yourself placed. Well, we try to provide what we can, but really the bulk of the work for those applications is on you, and we'll try to facilitate that as best we can. We've got online resources and one-on-one career advising. Career advising includes exploration of careers and document review, making sure that your CV and resumes and cover letters are together. Our career advisor meets with students via Zoom, which is particularly relevant to this population because you all aren't on campus for the most part. And so you can get access to our career advising via Zoom. And so this is great for our online student community. We also have a lot of online resources, and I'll show you how to access those and templates for resumes and CVs and cover letters, and a lot of blog posts on how to prepare these documents and how to put your best foot forward. So we try to make it so that we have a lot of things accessible to you so that you don't have to be on campus. But we do have some things on campus as well if you want to come to those. For career education, we have an online EPIC job search course that I'll talk about that kind of goes through the beginnings and ends of the job search process and how to get yourself going with that. And we have a few special programs, career options seminars, where we invite alumni and employers to introduce you to different non-academic careers. Those are mostly on campus. We are looking to get some of those in Zoom sessions as well so we can increase kind of the flexibility of those for many of our students. And we do have some specialized workshops on interviewing, transferable skills, networking, and resume and cover letter building, a lot of which you can find in the blog posts as well. And we have quite a bit of industry networking through the Maryland Tech Council. So for those that are in the area, we do have some events that are more regional. And so some things you can go to after work and whatnot. And we email all of this out as things are happening in our weekly newsletter. So just make sure you can read that and utilize and attend what you can. So first, one-on-one advising. As I mentioned before, Deborah Cohen from DFC Consulting is our career development specialist, and she provides virtual career services. She's got a background in career development where she spent 20 years at NIH being a career advisor for multiple levels of students and trainees from post-bac, which most closely resembles kind of the master's level. She's also advised PhD students and postdocs, so she has an idea of just the whole gamut of career development across levels of training and where students go. About her services, she does resume CV reviews, she reads personal statements and cover letters and gives you feedback for content. She helps you with networking, career exploration. She'll do mock interviews and interview prep for you, and graduate school, medical school applications, pretty much anything that you want to talk about in alignment with where your career goals are. And like I said, all those meetings are virtual via Zoom, so you can meet with her wherever you're at. And she's got some flexible evening after work hours available too. And if you don't find something in the schedule, and I'll show you how to schedule things in a second, how to schedule these meetings, but if you don't find anything that works for you, you can always email her as well, and she'll create a block for you that works for both of your schedules. So this is how you schedule the appointments through our online platform called CSPD. It's through the 1220 company. So our 1220 account is where you'll be able to access appointment slots and some of the other resources that I'll show you in a moment. As a note, this platform will change its user interface this summer. So by the time you all look at this presentation, 1220 may look a bit different. So I would say to just pay attention to our website for instructions on how to access appointment slots and whatnot, if they're slightly different from the way that I'm about to explain it to you now. But basically, you'll just be able to log in through whatever the platform winds up looking like. This is what it looks like now. And then you'll be able to access advising slots. And then we have jobs board where we post jobs regularly. And we have resources as well. And that's not coming soon. We actually have the resource library already. And so instructions for accessing 1220 are there. And like I said, pay attention to that website because we may have to modify the instructions depending on how much the user interface changes for the platform. So currently, this is what the appointment slots look like. I imagine it looks something like this as well once the interface changes. But you essentially choose an appointment type. The website there describes what all the appointment types are, so you know which appointment type is most relevant for the conversation that you want to have. And then as you can see here, you'll in the calendar view here, you'll be able to see all the slots that are available. You can choose 30-minute slots or hour-long slots. You'll be able to choose how long you would like to talk about that topic depending on your schedule and availability. Once you choose an appointment slot and book it, you'll get an email that prompts you to add it to your calendar. Make sure you add it to your calendar because 9 times out of 10, you will not remember that you have this appointment. You don't want to leave Ms. Cohen in a Zoom room by herself because that would not be nice. So make sure you add this to your calendar and so that you're able to attend your appointment on time. And the appointment blocks allow you to upload documents that you want Ms. Cohen to review. So make sure you upload those or at least email them to her a day or two before your appointment so she has time to actually look at them. If you have anything to upload, sometimes if you just want to talk about career exploration, you can talk about that too, and you won't need to upload anything. Some online resources that we have. Like I said, the 1220, your 1220 account will have a resource library here where we store all sorts of things. Anything that we find that we can help you with, we stick it in there so you have access to it. Lots of templates for documents that you may be needing for applications for jobs. Lots of interview preparation templates for answering those behavioral interview questions, and some resources for career exploration as well. So just kind of peruse that and see if there's anything that you can use, and we'll be directing you to some of those things as we meet with you. The Epic Career Strategy course is an online Canvas course. It only takes about 90 minutes, but it kind of gets your whole life together for applying, getting ready to apply for jobs, gives you some resources for exploring different career options, preparing your documents, interviewing, and then some things that you should consider for choosing. So some things you should consider during the negotiation process. And so this is kind of the one-stop shop for understanding everything that you'll kind of need to start to think about and do when you apply for jobs. So I always encourage students to take this course, go through the materials. It only takes about 90 minutes to go through the materials right at the beginning of your master's program so that you know what you need to be doing during that 1 or 2 years that you're in the program. And then you can always go back to the course and download some of the materials and templates and resources that you need. So it's good to just kind of go through it so you know what's in there. And if you go to our website down there for the Epic Career Strategy course, you'll be able to register for the course and they will add you to the Canvas course. So we have a lot of different places where you can find jobs at that website on our main career website. Under career opportunities, we have our job listings, which will show you how to access the jobs board in 1220. We have a link to the NIH jobs board and NIH Office of Intramural Training and Education. They're posting jobs all the time. USA Jobs has all the federal jobs, and we have some resources for preparing a federal resume in the Epic Career Strategy course. We've got a link to the public affairs jobs. There's sometimes some sciencey public policy type jobs that pop up there. We have a link to a shared Google Sheet where there's a cross-campus collaboration of our career centers to make sure that we're adding on 1-year short-term fellowship type thing. So gap year jobs for anybody who wants to do a fellowship to kind of bridge between their program and their next steps. There's all sorts of different internships and programs in that. So you would just be able to access that and see a whole list. And then ZipRecruiter is a job search engine that we've partnered with that will show you a list of jobs in the biomedical sciences space. So take a look at that as well. And then lastly, we have an institutional membership to BioCareers, and it's a national jobs board and national biomedical career center. So they have a lot of resources as well. And so make sure you access that site as well and take a look at some of the resources they have. I'll show you in a moment some of our other memberships and how to access all of these memberships and get yourself registered. And so we have a few free memberships. Like I said, BioCareers is your biomedical national career center that has a jobs board of postings all over the country. And it also has a lot of resources for helping you enter the space. We have a membership with New York Academy of Sciences, which has a lot of webinars and online events. And if you happen to be in New York City, all sorts of on-campus events as well for science career development. We have a membership with Nature Masterclasses, which helps you become a better researcher. They have a lot of online courses in training and research, so publication, grantsmanship, all sorts of things like that. And so take advantage of that if you are working in the research space and want to improve your research skills. And lastly, we have a institutional membership with the Maryland Tech Council, which is a regional consortium that organizes collaborations and communication between the DMV, or mostly Maryland, biotechnology and industry life sciences scene. So there's all sorts of events and things like that where students can get plugged in to engage with employers and the broader biotech spectrum of the region. And so if you go to the website there on this page, you'll be able to get instructions on how to access all of these different memberships. And so I would highly recommend that you take advantage of those, especially for the online community. You'll be able to access a lot of things from where you're at. Our Career Catalyst blog, we write about all sorts of topics. A lot of times students are starting to write these for us because a lot of our students are wanting to improve their written communication skills. So we let a lot of students do the research and write up some of these, particularly some of our career development events. We have one PhD student that did a write-up on writing an effective personal statement. We've had students write up our events as well. So if you see an event that we're hosting through our Career Strategy and Professional Development Office and you want to be a writer for us, feel free to reach out and contact us, and we'd be happy to get you going with that. Some special programs. So for those that are pre-med, we have a One Step Ahead mentoring program in partnership with the School of Medicine. This program pairs a pre-med master's student with a current School of Medicine medical student so that you'll be able to interact and get mentorship on helping you with your career identity formation for healthcare and medicine, as well as providing you with some tips on your applications, or if you're already applying during that time and getting interviews, it could help you with interviews and just kind of help you understand what life is as a medical student. And those applications for proteges, which would be the master students, will be up on August 26th at that website if you're interested. We try to pair as many people as I can, but it's really limited by how many mentors we get, so we can't guarantee that everybody will get a slot, but we do the best that we can. We have career option seminars in various formats. We bring alumni back, we bring employers, we bring guest speakers to discuss career development topics. Employers discuss specific industry-specific employment opportunities and industry trends. Alumni discuss how they got from where they were in their master's program to where they're working now, which is great for understanding that walk in their shoes, or kind of vicariously understanding your own career identity formation. Some previous career option seminars we've had were alumni presentations across industry and government and health. We've had employer presentations in consulting, policy, communications, and medicine. And we've had various career development topics as well regarding career options, outlook, skills assessment, networking, and branding. So those will pop up in the newsletter throughout the year. And like I said, we're trying to get some of those online as well. We have one big on-campus event. If you're in the area, we have the Graduate Career Symposium, which is our annual event where we have a few alumni panels and a networking workshop and a networking reception to meet alumni and other graduate students across the whole campus, which is great for um, understanding more cross-functional skills when you're talking to people that work in other spaces. On October 7th, Monday, the Maryland Tech Council has their Bioinnovation Conference, a great time to meet a lot of companies, get an idea of what's going on in the life sciences, biotech industry sector. There's a lot of great sessions on that and a lot of great opportunities for networking. I managed to negotiate a Georgetown student rate with that code here, STU19. If you are interested, go ahead and register through the link there. I have a link to the agenda so you can get an idea of what's being presented at the meeting. And sometime in March of 2020, there's not a date yet, but there's a PhD and Master's Virtual Career Expo. It's an online career fair. Doesn't get any easier than that. Go to your computer, meet employers, see what's available in the workforce across the country. And so the Virtual Career Expo will be sometime in the spring semester. And so be sure to look at your weekly newsletters as we announce that. And we'll secure a date at some point, probably towards the end of the fall. Staying connected, last part. So connect with alumni on Hoya Gateway. Hoya Gateway is kind of like a LinkedIn group of sorts, except it's a platform that is only for Georgetown students and alumni. And so it's a great way for students to connect with alumni in a variety of careers. And you can peruse through alumni from all the schools and programs and universities. So BGE, there may be some undergraduate alumni that work in really cool spaces that you're interested in. So just have a look at what individuals are doing, and it provides really good platform for being able to connect with people and set up those informational interviews. We have a social media presence. I would suggest you like us on Facebook so you can get an idea of some of the social events and things going on campus and things that we're involved in. And we have a professional presence as well. Connect with us on LinkedIn. And so this is also a great way to connect with our network because we're connected with hundreds of alumni. They're posting jobs, career development tips, and we're liking those and resharing. So make sure to connect with us as well on LinkedIn. And here's our contact information. For general questions, send it to our BGE Career Services email address. I have Deborah Cohen's email address there at the bottom as well, just in case you want to find a slot with her on 12/20 that better works for your schedule. You can email her if none of the slots that she has up work for you. So that's her email address there. And you can also send her documents if you don't have them ready by the time you need to upload them in your appointment slot. You could email her and send them to her 1 or 2 days before you meet with her. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. Welcome to Georgetown, and I hope you all have a great, great semester. Bye-bye.